Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the electric vehicle sector. I legitimately forgot for a second there what I was doing. This is for a member. All right, so Tesla, we are just looking for a weekly higher low. I guess you could say that. Probably, I think Dan was saying it looks cleaner on the 2-week, and for sure it does. Let me turn off this RSI 2 hicket for now. Alrighty then, let's see here. Let's see. That I don't really love that though as a higher low, eh? Let's just call that not a higher low. This like a rinky-dink one, and we'll say that we're looking for a healthy weekly higher low over 351.30. And on the daily time frame, we are still holding this little shelf area that I pointed out as a potential base, right? It's potentially no longer EQ, but we'll see. This is like kind of irregular for this to occur. I guess it could be, and that wouldn't be terribly good for the bulls. Whatever the case may be, one step at a time, looking at the hourly time frame. So hourly time frame, the bulls got this trend change in extended hours into regular trading hours today, but then right into a sell-off. So, but is that potentially setting up a bit of a wedge, maybe? Oh. No, I guess not. No, I wouldn't say so. Guess you could draw it like that, but I don't love that. I feel like I'm kind of forcing it. Even though it did kind of get a nice little reaction there. Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. See what that looks like to the left. Maybe if we like, I don't love this as two touches. Right? I don't have a lot of faith as this with two. Dang it. I don't have a lot of faith in this wedge support line with two touches. But if we look back and see, all right, that's pretty good, right? We get a close there, and these look like pretty significant levels. So maybe something to watch out for, potentially offering support this trend line here. And obviously we have this trend line resistance. I guess you could draw another one as well, like so, if you wanted to. But just be mindful of this wedge-like pattern potentially developing. So ideal situation tomorrow for bulls would be to show up right away, defend this low here of 405.30, make their way up to the wedge resistance line, and potentially not going to be enough time to break you in any meaningful fashion. That's too far away, but we'll just be mindful of this wedge. Ideally, the bulls will show up, change that hourly trend, have us slightly confident that this daily low is set there. Because we're chopping about though those price action trend changes, they can be a lot trickier. They can fake you out a lot more. Just like this pull this trend up, then changed back down to a downtrend, and that this whole thing doesn't look like much at all. The daily time frame, chopping a bunch of sideways. So whenever we are range bound, just want to be a little bit more careful with any kind of price action signals. It's one of those things. I mean, most systems are really designed for trending assets, and so like Tom DeMark, or I mean anything really, most of the systems they're designed for trending markets, and so like even moving averages, right? If your moving averages start flattening out, meaning that the price action has likely stopped trending, then price cuts through them much more easily. For example, I mean, we can use Tesla as an example. I don't know why I typed it in. All right. Daily time frame, and you can see as the EMAs flatten out, right? It's not trending like this. There's not much of a slope. When you have a slope, consistent slope, it acts as support very effectively. However, when you start going sideways, then it does not act as such strong support. Not act as such flat. It's cutting through it, going around it. So, ideal situation tomorrow, defend that low, break to higher highs, come test this resistance line, see how it goes. And we will put more faith in this wedge, this potential wedge that's shaping up, should we continue to see bear breaks with little follow through. That's what we need to see to keep this wedge alive. Gotta believe. But also, you have air brakes with a little fall through. Most important. Belief, largely secondary, maybe tertiary. Quaternary. Actually, irrelevant. You don't even want to believe something. Like when you're, I know I was joking, but when you're dealing with trading, having too much conviction can be almost a bad thing, right? You don't want to just have an idea, have a bias, and then not be open to it at all. You get new information every day. Anyway, quite enough time lingering about. Okie dokie. So moving on to NEO. I'm so salty that I missed this trade. I highlighted this trade the other day. It was a really nice fill. Back test of the channel in oversold conditions on the 5-minute time frame was the ticket. I highlighted a trade down here. Either way, we'll just have to be patient now, or I'll just have to be patient now on the daily time frame. Whenever we start pulling back, we'll be looking for a healthy daily high or low over 25.46. On the hourly time frame, no consolidation today. Huge volume on this move up. Whenever we pull back, we'll be looking for a healthy hourly high or low over 27.93. We have the potential of setting that in after hours and extended hours. Let's see. But if we were to start pulling back from here tomorrow, I would want to check out some potential levels for fishing. Grabbing that higher low, man, that's so far away. Okay, and ideally we'll get 5-minute oversold conditions. So let's see where that would be. Oh. Layout. Already got it. Dang. In after hours. But either way, we could see more consolidation tomorrow. If we were to see more consolidation tomorrow, I would be interested where the 5-minute RSI gets extended. And there's a, I guess we can mark off these levels here as well. All right, so that's a significant top. That's a significant top. That's a yeah, this area is interesting. We have this little congestion area here. It's between the 50 and the 618. I like that. I like something. But remember, we want 5-minute RSI to be extended. So if we see some more bounce follow through to cool off the RSI, and then we start seeing selling pressure again, we just want to move our zone of interest down. We want to move it down to make sure that RSI is extended when we are looking for that healthy hourly higher low over 27.93. Bulls in full control. NKLA. Okay, so like I said yesterday, I really doubt it gets that high, but if it were to have gotten that high, I would have been very comfortable with that trade. So I think we talked about the possibility of just an EQ here. This looks very weak. Super weak. All right, so what are we looking at here? Bulls are showing up to play defense, but just no offense whatsoever. Are we looking for... oh my gosh, this part looks hideous. I guess you could call it a wedge. Kind of like... I don't love it. We are looking for that monthly higher low, I guess. We need to see a weekly trend change. There's no sign of that occurring right now. Just patience for bulls. Just patience for bulls right now. If for any near short-term trade, we were really ideally waiting for a nice big daily move just like this one to potentially set a higher low. But obviously what happened here was we got this daily trend change and then we changed it right back to the bears. So daily downtrend continues. On the hourly time frame, we're just watching this tightening range. Could struggle to get over the 12 and 26 EMA all day. I don't love any trades on NKLA in the short term. If the bulls were to show up, I would still be interested in top fishing these levels with hourly overbought. That's really it, Frank. WKHS, this looks like a bit of a bear flag. Let's see. Okay, so potential daily bear flag, and I personally would welcome that daily bear flag. If we could bear flag down into this area and get daily oversold conditions into this previous price action support, I would be interested in making a play there. So still the same thing. What we're looking out for WKHS. It's probably, I shouldn't say it's probably it. The fact that we got this hourly trend change here and then right into selling will adds credence to the bear flag potential. Okay, so in the short term, that's all I care about, just that trade down there. Drop it out. Really all I care about. And I would just expect to get to like the top of the range somewhere here. So even to test this top here would be a 3-1. That's not bad. What about testing that one? 2-1. I don't love it, but I would consider taking profit there for sure. Okay, moving on to NEE. So NEE, another highlighted trade, shaking out not so bad. I mean, it offered plenty of potential. I mean, plenty of opportunity to take profit. And wow, did I nail that? I feel like I nailed that. What time was that? So in the room I was staying, our private Slack, I said at 1:57, if anyone took the knee trade highlighted in last night's win video, I would consider taking profit. So like 1:57 here. Time was that? $2. That's not bad. Anyway, so this was a good trade. Offered you a chop before coming down for. There's some selling at the end of the day. I wonder if this. So a bit of caution going into the end of the day, but this was a large enough move that bulls will be scouting an hourly higher low, although they just did set an hourly lower high here. Literally, it's just double top. Nah, hourly lower high. So I hope you guys took profit on this position if you initiated it with me. What we're looking out for is this potential weekly bull flag thing, like to hold. That's what we're looking out for. I don't love any of that. Very healthy weekly trend still. Looking to test that weekly EMA soon. Yep, so first thing tomorrow, we'll be looking for a potential hourly higher low to be set. Anything over I would say, I would just call this low the last one. 72.94. Anything over 79.294 would be an hourly higher low. That's really it. So ideal situation tomorrow will be for bulls to show up, defend this low here of 72.94 and break to a higher high over 75.03. Change that hourly trend, take it back from the bears, and then ideally confirm this potential flag formation. Really it. Wonder if there is a kind of use. I don't really love this. 1, 2, 3 touches, 2 touches. I guess it's not terrible. We'll see how it goes. Something to work with for now. Bulls need to show up soon to defend it. Really don't love that end of day action. Rom, if you are listening, I really do not love this end of day action. Alrighty then, that about wraps it up. And so, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.